Alright, alright. Let's try this again. Playing American Truck Simulator. And I am in Victoria, Washington. This is where I dropped off a load last time from the last video. So I'm going to pick up another load out of here. And I'm looking at this one right here that goes all the way to Little Rock, Arkansas. So pretty much all the way across the United States. Or I mean, what is available of this map right now. Pretty much one corner to the other. I mean, I don't know that you could get much farther than this. Maybe to go down to Pine Bluff. So yeah, I'm gonna do this delivery right here of a mulcher delivering to Little Rock, Arkansas. Let me make sure I'm recording. It looks like it is, and we'll go. It's a World of Trucks contract. I tend to do those because they let me. I know I have 6 hours to complete this contract in total. Where are we at here? Turn signal. Oh, I gotta go right there. Got nothing. Okay, I gotta go over here and pick up this guy in the corner. And it's getting kind of late, so I'm gonna have to immediately find a place to crash. Because I have fatigue turned off, but I tend to sleep at night, drive during the day. Oops, don't pull away. Come on. I just want to stop the beeping. Anyway, I'm driving a Peterbilt with the 300-gallon tank and the big Eaton transmission for pulling shit. 600 horsepower Cummins engine. So much so that I'm going to drive right into shit. Look at that. Got a little carried away there. Okay. I want to go this way. Grinding the back end a little bit. Little grindage never hurt nobody. What, are you just gonna stop there? Are you seriously just gonna stop there? I hate that. God, I hate that. The AI in this game is fucking dumb. Fucking dumb. But you can't play without cars. I mean, this game would really suck without other traffic and, you know, like life in the world going on as you drive through it. Make sure my headlights turned on. I can't tell. It's shining on it. Yep, it is. Because where my steering wheel is, I can't see my turn signal active, or my light headlight activator without turning my turn signal. Or not turning my turn signal, but you know what I mean. Blah bitty blah. Toothless J, can it get the words out? I wonder if I should go up to that mechanic up ahead, or I got plenty of gas. I'm just gonna get the fuck out of town and find a place to rest on the freeway. On the freeway. Now, I can make a turn here on red, but I know that doing so will get me a ticket. Because it does, man. This game is bullshit that way. If you watch the last video, I got a turn on red ticket when I had to go around a car that just sat at the fucking light. But since I turned from the middle of the intersection on a yellow, I got to turn on red. Fuck you, yellow light. Every light, man. Every light. Designed to get me. There's gonna be a lot of bitching in this episode, I think. I can feel it right now, just the bitch welling up inside me. This episode is brought to you by Citrus Drop. Not literally, but yeah, I wouldn't be operating without it. It is the Colorado area King Soopers, which is Kroger. Their store brand of Mountain Dew. It's called Citrus Drop. Yeah, that's me cutting a promo for Citrus Drop. They're paying me money to say that. That is sarcasm. Nobody is paying me any money for any of this. Rest assured, I am not making money from this. You can sleep easy at night knowing that there is no money to be made doing this. It's the Schadenfreude. Nobody wants to fucking watch somebody succeed. Fuck you, truck. I'm coming over. I'm coming over. I'm coming over. Yeah, back off, bitch. I didn't want to end up behind him. You can manipulate traffic just by kind of sliding into it. They'll back off as long as you're ahead of them. You don't want to do it into the ass end of somebody. You can't pull a pit maneuver and get anything done. I think the game doesn't render headlights until after a certain time because it's like, I know mine are on, but you're not really seeing them. This is like, all of a sudden they'll become much brighter and you can see everything. You say? I can do 45. Going by the Puget Sound here. And over on the other side of that water next to us is Seattle. Where Kurt Cobain is making out with a Starbucks. Bill Gates is judging them on their performance. That's Seattle. What am I forgetting? Denim. With plaid. You say. I tend to follow those advisory speed limits. they're for the most part accurate. That if you go much over them, you do kind of get out of control. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I need a place to sleep. It's starting to get too dark. Not seeing anything but the road. So I should be able to park right here in front of this person's house. Just sleep all night. If it was real trucking, I could. Parking lot right there I could have pulled into. Who's gonna stop me? Oh, the red arrow or the yellow arrows, they'll stop you. Guess I go faster. Doing 45 and 55. Not paying attention to the signs. The signs are everywhere, according to Matthew Perry. Copper. Can't catch me, Copper. I'm legit. Doesn't want me to pass, so I won't. But it does look like the road becomes wider up here. It can't be fucking upstate Washington forever, can it? Eventually it'll be something else, won't it? Highway 101. So I can take this all the way down to San Diego? Pretty sure that that's 101. Pacific Coast Highway? Or is that Highway 1? I don't know which is which. I know there's a Highway 1 that runs right on the fucking ocean, and for the longest time you couldn't get trucks through there. And then there's Highway 101, which is a little bit more inland and is actually more of a highway. The first one they called a highway because, I don't know, it's the highway in the sense that Route 66 was a highway, but slowpokes, man, you guys need trucks with balls. Get a Peterbilt. Do I have to get off up here? It's telling me to go all the way over. I think I do. To Portland? Is that what it wants me to do? Oh, that's it. Slow down more. I'm not gonna fucking wait for you. Oh, I do have to wait for him. That's bullshit. God. I hate the AI in this game because now he's gone and I'll never see him again. It creeps you down to a crawl, gets you pissed off, fucks you up, and then takes off. Oh, maybe I'll see him again. Yeah, I'm going to. I should stop and sleep though, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm gonna do it right here. I don't know what this place is. Rush Road. But I'm not gonna play this guy's game all night. I'm gonna get some sleep. Load my one hitter and get ready for the next day. That's how I roll. Tick, 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 tick. I'm gonna go over here. The road less traveled. Get some petro. Because like I said, always fill up. Always fill up whenever you get a chance. Never pass up an opportunity. Ah, you know what this game is missing? It's like going into that store right there and buying some Nodos. You know, some uppers for the driver. Make your stamina last longer. Okay, I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get my back in. Can I park over here? Good enough. X button and enter. And we'll give an outside look at the truck, blocking a bunch of parking spots while I load a one hit, because that's what I do. Let's find a good angle here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, loading the one hit. The one hitter, as I said in my last video, is a little metal pot saving device that is perfect for solo consumption. You know, a joint, a bowl, they burn off in the air. But the one hit is just right, you know, for personal consumption. Pot smoking my day, pot smoking my night. Let's get the flock out of here. That's what I'm hauling. A little harvester, tree harvester, I think it said. Don't know, don't care. All I know is it's back in a long trip that's going to pay me $100,000. Bling bling, nothing but a thing. Somebody said that sometime and they were fucking serious, and now it's a thing that I just said. That kind of behavior's got to stop. Who said that? I have to think it was like Eddie Griffin. just sounds like something he would say. Bling bling, not but a thing. Somebody tell me the origin of bling bling, nothing but a thing. This green truck, he's gonna be one of those. Look at it, he's doing, I'm in a 60. Why is he, I'm gonna speed. I'll go faster, buddy. I don't fucking care. You're not gonna speed to pass me just to get in front of me to slow me down. In fact, I'm gonna kind of squeeze you off and fuck you up. I don't play that. Homie don't play that. I know where that comes from. I was Homie the Clown in Living Color. See? Somebody said it, and now I just said it. And again, it's an example of the same fucking thing. This little brown car is going to sit there, and now it's going to speed up and pass me. Just like, dude, find a fucking gear. I'm coming over. I gotta get off up here. To go to Camas? Camas Road. I wanted to go over that bridge. Look at that big bridge that I didn't get to go over. That would have been cool. That one right there, look at it. It's a big bridge. Hit the wrong button. Hit the turn signal when I want to hit the camera. This looks like we're coming into a town. Never can be sure. Might be tuna, might be spam. Point is, you never know. I smoke 2 joints in the morning. I smoke 2 joints at night. I smoke 2 joints in the afternoon. Makes me feel alright. I smoke 2 joints in time of peace and 2 in time of war. I smoke 2 joints before I smoke 2 joints. And then I smoke 2 more. Fuck the police. You can't handle the truth. Oh shit. Don't try this at home, kids. Turn signal and all. That was pretty fly for a white guy. That's what all the girlies say anyway. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. See, that's where my teeth come in. I can't do Spanish. I can still roll my R's though. Tortilla. Tortilla. Tranvía. Oh yeah. Portland. I don't want to go to Portland. Actually, Portland's not bad. Portland's not bad. I know it gets a whole weird Fred Armisen fucking rap, but it's pretty beautiful up there. Got great climate. Why do I feel like I keep going around in circles? It's like every 3 minutes I have to go to another off-ramp, go around, spin around, come up. You spin me right round, baby, right round. In Seattle, going right round, round, round. Is there any more to that song? I don't remember like the opening lyrics. I just remember you spin me right round like a record, baby. I think that's all the song is. It doesn't like open up with, you know, the slow part where he builds into that. I don't think it does. I think it just starts right off with down, down. Yeah. I don't know. Shit. We can't play it for copyright reasons. I have to just live with the mystery. It's funny, I can't play it, but I can sing it. No copyright problem there. But I can't sing. I can go 60 here. I'm doing 55 and a 60. Sorry, people. Way station coming up. I'm probably going to have to pay for it. Here comes my karma. My karma for going slow. I will have to stop at this way station. Almost guaranteed. Nope. See, the AI gods, man. If you're listening to the last video, then you'll understand what I'm talking about, but they're listening to me. They're supporting me. AI wants to see me succeed. At least right now. It might just be so that I can fail later. More spectacularly. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, right round, round, round. I don't remember anything else about that song. Oh, yeah. I want your love. That was in there too, I think. Yeah, I remember that, but nobody sings that part unless they're in the shower or USBB craft beer, I bet. Some garbage made in some dude's basement. I want your beer. Portland craft beer. Oh hey, I did a camera thing down below here. There was a camera thing that I did at one point. I don't remember doing that, but I guess I did. Because it was purple, and that means I did it. Yeah, I think it was when I came to the Dales the other night. I remember it now, the Dales. How's that a name for a place? The Dales. Dale sure was full of himself to give himself the title of the. Every other part of the world, he'd just be Dales. But here it's the Dales. Fucking pompous Washington bullshit, man. Now, Washington's a cool place. They get a thumbs up on my tour of the United States. Washington, thumbs up. I think we have to go into Idaho, which if you listen to the last video, you know I give them a thumbs down because, well, you'll just have to watch that video and find out. Even though I'm going through it, I feel no need to rehash all that. That's bullshit too. There's 2,000 miles left to go. I'm going to talk about something. How about how I'm doing 60 and a 65? What's that all about? It just means I'm going to gain on all this stuff up here that I've been keeping up with. And it's all going to slow me down. The Dales. Where are the chips? The chips and the Dales, you know? It wants me to do 60 on this next corner. I'm gonna believe it. Believe that. I don't trust any of these fucking roads between here and Salt Lake City. It's got weird, scrappy corners that just jank you out of everything. So 65, we'll stay at 65. Because I can drive 65. Fuck you, Sammy Hagar. Fuck you, Eddie Murphy. That's what that's from. I know you, Eddie Murphy. You're the fuck you guy. Fuck you, Eddie Murphy. Okay, $1 million, you can tell me where that's from. I'll tell you anyway. It's from the stand-up special Raw, which came after Delirious, early in Eddie Murphy's career. Delirious is a much better stand-up than Raw was. But the fuck you, Eddie Murphy, that was from Raw. Delirious, that was one of the all-time great stand-up comedy specials ever. I think Raw was pretty good, but he was just capitalizing on his fame and making a buck. But Delirious, he was hungry. You know, he was making a name for himself in shows and content. Delirious is one of the best stand-up specials in the history of stand-up. Absolutely, it still holds up today. Talking about his mom and the shoe and his uncle, not the fire, and his dad, you know, how he thought for the first years of his life his name was Jesus Christ, and his brother was God damn it. And one time he got in trouble, and his dad's like, God damn it, get in here, and he's like, but Dad, I'm Jesus Christ. Fucking great shit. Great comedy. Eddie Murphy, funny, he's a legend. He really is. He has bouts of narcissism that kind of like break the likability charm a little bit, but he seems to always come back, you know, and realize, hey, I'm not that important, you know, and he is important, but don't acknowledge it. That's not what you do, man. Fucking, you be humble. You be fucking selfless, and let other people talk about how great you are. That's the way to handle fame, man. You handle it with a fucking grain of salt. And he's got all the talent to belong for a lifetime, but he doesn't need to think that makes him special, which I don't think he does. I'm defending him and saying that he has had bouts of that diva, but he kind of comes back and still manages to stay grounded. You know, kind of like Nicolas Cage did there for a minute. You know, he went off the rails and, you know, went to Vegas with Tommy Lee, and I mean not Tommy Lee, Vince Steele from Motley Crue, and had a couple wild nights, married an Elvis daughter, and yeah, he's got bouts of that fucking crazy in him. But he also, you know, is able to go on Saturday Night Live and let Andy Samberg spoof him, and he plays in on the joke. Not just, you know, being himself, but being Andy Samberg's version of him. That's he played well with that joke, and that shows humility. You know, Saturday Night Live, love him or hate him, I tend to judge people by their reaction to being spoofed on Saturday Night Live. That no matter what you've done in pop culture, you've made it if Saturday Night Live is doing a parody of you. And your reaction to that says everything about your character. If you're a shitty character, you're going to be like, oh, fuck them, unfunny, it was horrible, blah, blah, blah. But if you're a good character, you laugh at the joke and maybe play it up a little bit. Because it's a caricature. They're not really, you know, depicting real people. They're depicting a character of a person. So laugh it up. It's not so serious. This corner is fucking crazy. I already did that little off-ramp over there one time. You can see I yellow lined it up there. I came through here with an explosive tanker. It's a little bit hair-raising, this is. This road is not... It's fucking Idaho, man. I'm pretty sure this is Idaho. It might be Washington still. Whatever it is, it's fucking horrible, and I hate it. Let's see where we're at here. Pendleton. Oregon. We're in Oregon. Fucking Oregon did this to me. This whole stretch right here is... You can all blame that on Oregon. The trick is to just watch your speed. It said 40, it said 45, I'm doing 40 right here. God, this is tight. I made him stop. I was never quite in his lane, but it was close enough. And I think the madness ends up here. Stop the madness. You gotta shock the monkey. That was a big song at one time. Weird, man. Song about shocking monkeys. gotta shock the monkey. Who was that? That was, I don't know, Peter Gabriel? I think it was. I think it was Peter Gabriel. Same guy that did that In Your Eyes song that was made popular with the John Cusack holding up a ghetto blaster. I'm not going to look that one up. I'm pretty sure it was Peter Gabriel. He was shocking monkeys before your daddy. I don't get weird with it, do it. Some weird timeline that involves sperm in your daddy's balls. Hey, I don't know why people do that. Boy, I was doing that before you was in your daddy's balls. It's like, why are you thinking about my dad's balls? What about me makes you think of fucking sperm? Don't answer that. Gotta shot the monkey. 55, you say? I'll do that. I trust you. I believe you. You're not gonna lie with your signs. Crazy fucking place. I've been up there. I don't think the highway really goes like it does back there. I think that the developer was trying to make one section of highway meet the other section of highway and just said, fuck it, this looks good. This can't be a real highway. Gonna make me stop? Yes, you are. It's a good organ. Yeah. Fucking Oregon. I don't really have a problem with Oregon. I don't. Washington, Oregon, they're on my good states list. Get off the scale, beach. What's the hold up, beach? Get going, beach. How much do I weigh? I guess 75, 346. I don't like the even number though. What can we do about that? If I run into Dynamix here while I just pound. Now I gotta get in front of all that shit right there in front of me that just passed me. All of it's gonna be doing slower than 65. So I want to get over, but something tells me I also have to get off this highway and onto Interstate 80 soon. Which will be a right-hand turn like that, so I don't want to be caught out in the left lane when I have a right-hand off-ramp coming up. I don't know, I could look at the map, that would tell me, but I don't feel like pausing. Now I got shit to do. Can't be pausing all the time, every time I have a question. You gotta shock the monkey. So I ranted a lot politically in the last one. I don't have a whole lot of that in me right now. Just, Trump sucks. He's a fascist. Fascist Nazi dictator that the media is not stopping in any way, shape, or form. And Congress is not stopping in any way, shape, or form. And there's every reason to believe that the 2026 elections and the 2028 elections are entirely meaningless, and that no matter what the numbers actually do tally to, they're going to stand at the podium and say what they believe is real, and then everybody's just going to go along with it because we've fucking lost all sanity and spine in our society. And you can say that I have derangement syndrome, whatever, but I think you're the deranged one if you are legitimately arguing that. If you think that there's some kind of fucking floating flu thing going around that are suddenly infecting everybody, that is criticizing a guy who's locking up people, talking the shit that he does, saying the lies that he does, you're fucking deranged. I don't care what you think your politics are. There has to be a line that a character can cross to where you will no longer vote for that person, no matter what their politics. And you don't seem to have that. If you're voting for Donald Trump, you don't have a line. He can do and say anything up there, and that's fucking madness. There has to be limits, and there has to be limits. That the whole foundation of this government was based upon fucking three branches of government limiting each other's power. But just morally, no human being should be given that much fucking power. There should be somebody to stand around to say you're wrong when you're wrong. And there should be somebody to, say, hey, you've got to go when you lost an election. And there should be somebody to say, hey, this is what the results of the election are. And if they're fucking kicking out the statisticians for all kinds of shit, they're not going to accept any numbers around an election. It's bullshit. This country's fucking over. See, I said I wasn't going to rant, and I just fucking totally lost it. I lost it. I don't see how I'm wrong, though. I mean, you think that I'm exaggerating or losing my shit, but I'm sorry, but I study the history of it, and the only thing missing from us being a Nazi regime is fucking invading a neighboring country. That's it. That's the only thing. We've got fucking concentration camps. We've got fucking the SS. We've got the brown coats with the Proud Boys. We've got the media being subverted. We've got. I did this rant in the last video, and I'm not gonna. Now I'm doing it again, but it's fucking bullshit. There has to be a line that your Republican Party can cross where you say, I'm no longer for this. But they don't seem to have that line. You don't have that line. If you're listening to this right now and you support Donald Trump, I question your restraint. Is there anything in you that says enough is enough, or too far is too far, or do you just love all this? I don't get it. I don't get it. That's not saying I love fucking Democrats or anything like that. Democrats are highly incompetent, but Republicans are amorally corrupt. I would rather take an incompetent imbecile over a fucking well-thinking criminal. You know, because competence doesn't imply morality. You know, if your goal is to kill 10,000 people and you end up killing 100,000 people, you're highly competent. Democrats are incompetent. They have the easiest fucking message. They have the most obvious, flagrant opponent, and they lost twice to it. You know, it's too much bickering about fucking nonsense and not enough focus. You know, that the Republican Party, if you ask a Republican politician a question in Minnesota, you can expect the same answer from a Florida politician. That they are all on the same page. You know, that you go to them with, hey, what about fucking Trump's, free airplane? And they're like, hey, no, the real problem is Hillary's emails. All of them say it, in unison. Democrats don't have that. They don't have that megaphone fucking voice that says, hey, tariffs are paid by you. You know, they are. That's not a matter of debate. That's not a matter of belief. It doesn't matter what political spectrum you fall on. Tariffs are paid by the consumer. That's what a tariff does. That's what it is. So when he sits there and said, we've already brought in trillions from our tariffs, he is fucking lying. But there's nobody in the room to call him on it. Everybody that's in the room is from fucking the Pillow Guy Lindell TV fucking those are the reporters that are in the White House. No AP, no fucking NBC, no CBS, no, because all of them are fake news, which they're not. They're definitely yellow journalists who chase the capitalist dollar, but they're not fucking liberal fake news. They're not. And that argument is fucking pure propaganda that the number one quote-unquote news station goes along with. I mean, it's in Fox News' interest to make everybody think that ABC is fake news. So they're not going to correct Donald Trump on it. They're going to lean into it. Now, there are definite problems with the news media, but it's not that they are liberal Democrats. It's that they are yellow fucking journalists. They are all William Randolph Hearst wet dreams. You know, if it bleeds, it leads. There's no money in a good fucking guy's story. That kind of behavior. That's where we're at. That's the problem with the media right now. Anyway, I'm ranting my fucking patootie off. I've had enough of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of fucking talking about it. I wish it wasn't a thing. See, nothing I've said here should be fucking profound, or you have to find in an obscure gaming video. It's all obvious common sense, yet here we are. I don't understand. I mean, it's always been common sense to me that the person that says, trust me, only I have the answer, that person is full of shit. And that's been the Republican Party, Donald Trump way since day one. That anything that fucking they go against, that goes against anything they might be saying, is the devil's work, is fucking, you know, and that's just crazy. The my way or the highway, you're with us or you're against us, binary logic, it's fucking, it's insanity, it really is. Because I don't think that way. I weigh many things before I make up my mind about a thing. And I am no sycophant or cult fanatic to any fucking group. You know, when somebody comes out with the new meme of put your paperclip on the thing, you know, it's like, or put your paperclip on your icon. I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm not a fucking sheep. I don't see that as doing in any. You think if you change your icon to a paperclip, you're going to affect the way social media companies are doing shit? You're not. You're not. All you're gonna do is show how much of a sheep you are to one dude's fucking ego. The guy has, you know, a couple million followers, tells people, everybody, I want you to change. It's not social activism, it's ego stroking. If you don't know what I'm talking about, good. If you do know what I'm talking about, good. I'm not going to fucking elaborate anymore, or just, it's stupid though. I'm against everything that guy stood for when he came out with his little clippy fucking idea. But I'm not so self-important as to think that changing my avatar on YouTube is going to have any influence on what social media companies do. Just nonsense. It's already 8 p.m. I gotta find a place to sleep again. 26 hours to go. 26 hours to go. Grab one down, pass it around. 25 hours up here on the wall. Milk. The other white drink. I wonder if the dairy industry paid SCS Games, or did Dance for Pedro, did Jared fucking Hess pay to get his thing in there? Like some of these billboards. I just wonder if the milk industry fucking paid. Said, hey, we want people playing your game to drink milk. Put a milk billboard in Pocatello, Idaho, or Oregon, or wherever the fuck we are. I imagine we're probably still in Oregon. Yep, Oregon. Check my time here. Looking all right. Sometimes it pays to go check and make sure that OBS is still recording, because it doesn't really glitch. It's pretty solid software, but it can. It's fucking software, and anything can glitch. Not to mention, I'm on an outdated machine that cannot update to Windows 11. I've got kick-ass specs on my computer, but something about my motherboard is not compatible with fucking Windows 11. So, come October, everybody in the world can rate my computer with theirs. I will have no updates, no security. I'm screwed. I'm totally screwed. Don't make me stop. Please don't make me stop. You're making me stop. You bitch! You beesh! Hey, they're sleeping in here. I can sleep here at the way station. Should I do that? I think I have to go to the truck part. Trucks. Why do they put the building over there and then the trucks over here? I don't know. Where am I supposed to go here? Am I missing this? Oh, there's a scale right up there, but I can probably park right here. Hell yeah, I can. Turn my turn signal off. Shut her down. Get a nice little look at our truck in the night. Looking good. Now is when I should load another one hit, but like in the middle of a cigarette here. Ooh, yeah. I still got pot in my one hitter. I'm just gonna go to sleep. Fuck it. We'll go get Wade. Let them look up our skirt. Boy, you're wearing a skirt, but you got a dingling up there. You like that dingling? That's 75,000 pounds of dingling. Swinging dingling. Oh, my Lanta. I talked all about cock in the last video. I'm not going to do it in this one. Become known as the cock guy. Hey, have you watched Cock Guy's latest video? Who is Cock Guy? You know what I mean. He does 56 and a 65. He's Cock Guy. Da 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 da. Make it like a 80s TV show, cartoon for kids. Last week on Cock Guy. Oh, my Lanta, this is a long trip. This is gonna be a long trip. I can feel it. I feel it in my bones. I feel it where my teeth used to be. I think the only thing I really miss is like nachos. I don't think I could like really mow down on a big old plate of nachos unless they were like nice and soggy. Can't really do that without teeth, you know? Nachos. You can still kind of do fried chicken. You just peel it off with your finger, you know? And you don't have that scraping action. Corn on the cob, forget about it. That's so my corn on the cob days are over. But, you know, I've never been a corn on the cob kind of guy, really. Not that I've disliked it. Who doesn't like corn on the cob? But it's not what I'm here at the feast for, you know. It's copper. Oh, we're entering Utah. Welcome to Utah. Maybe it was Utah. Last line of a famous movie. Maybe it was Utah. I'm not going to name it. I give $1 million to whoever can name that movie. Nope, now I got to name it. If you watch long enough, you know that when I give the $1 million challenge, I immediately name what it is because I don't want to have to pay out $1 million. It was Raising Arizona. That was the movie that said, maybe it was Utah as the last line of the movie. Nicolas Cage. Coen Brothers. Maybe it was Utah. Working for the man. I don't know Tina Turner. I think that's a Tina Turner song. Rolling on the River? Yeah. She says something about working for the man. She probably means Ike. Working for that man. This truck up here, he's going to slow me down. I can feel it. Feel it in my bones. 65 ain't fast enough in an 80. I'm going to have to go around. And now I'm going to have to get back over like right up here probably to get over onto 80, I think. So right now I'm still on 84, I think. It's like, got a job in the city, working for the man every night and day. Big wheel, keep on moving. Something like that. Proud Mary, keep on rolling. Proud Mary. No, rolling on a river. It's rolling on a river. Rolling. Rolling. Stopping on a weight scale. Return to the interstate. How novel. What a good idea. I think I'll do that. Thanks to you, I'll never drive on that strip of highway right there. It's going to be gray forever. I think I've got to get off this highway here, up here. Yeah, I need that Cheyenne exit. 84 East. Rolling. Rolling. Rolling on a river. Which you can't really do. Well, I don't think anybody's ever really rolled on a river. Are we on 80 yet? Is this 80? I don't think it's 80 because 80 is 80 miles an hour. Oh yeah, we're going to 80 on 84 still. It's going to be right up here though, I have a feeling. 80 is a nice cruise. Part of the reason why I took this trip, because it's nice and chill. You can just, especially when you're doing the world of trucks like I am, because I'm governed at 65 and the speed limit's 80, which means everything's passing me and nothing's slowing me down except the governor itself. So I can just cruise along, think about life, smoke my pot, hate my life, smoke more pot. I hate my life. That's no secret. That's why I will never be a good like influencer on here. You're never gonna hear like, oh man, I'm drinking the best smoothie, playing the best game because I'm the best guy in the best place. No, man, I think most people that find their way to the dredges of the internet where I exist are equally miserable. You hate your life too. You wouldn't be listening to this unless there was some degree of fuck it. You know? Fuck it, I'm gonna listen to this dude rant. Yeah. This is 35 miles an hour, but I'm competing with a bus here. We'll go all the way down to 30. Just because I got the whole lane all to myself and nobody's challenging me. Nobody's saying, hey, what up, dude? I've never really heard anybody else use their horn in this. I use mine all the time. And now we're on Interstate 80 where it's 80 all the way to Iowa. Where are we going? Oh, I have to go down to Arkansas, I think. So at some point I'm going to have to get off of 80 here. Like this. This guy's, he can go all the way up to 80 miles an hour, but he can't get up that hill. Running up that hill. Oh, it looks like another way station. Is that what this is? Yep. Fuck you, way station. Now I'm going to pull in here and lose the ground that I just gained on that dude behind me. Gotta get up that hill. Da 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 da. Prepare to stop. Evanston, Indiana? No. Evanston, Utah. Evanston, Wyoming. I think it's Wyoming. I think we're in Wyoming. Yep, we are just in Wyoming. Right in the corner there. Wyoming. Went up to Wyoming for the 2024 solar, no, not 2024, 2017 solar eclipse. That's how long that's been. Pretty amazing though. Come on, dude, what the hell? Did you see that? It wasn't gonna make me fucking, it wasn't gonna give me a place to stop. Glitching out, and I would have had to go all the way around again. Fuck you, Wyoming. I was singing your praises. I was going to talk about the nice trip I had to your state. You shaft me with the guy at the fucking scales. Wyoming, if that is your real name. You and your, what, 100,000 people and fucking 2 senators? That's bullshit. That's a comment about representation. It's pretty weird that California has 55 million people, Wyoming has like 110,000 people, and they both have 2 senators. So Wyoming has as much representation in the Senate as does California. Even though fucking 1 in 5 people in America lives in California. And I don't care what you say, it's not a geographical fucking thing. Meaning, when you argue, well, no one state should have, so much power over these other states, and it's like, if all the people live in that one state, then yes, they should. I'm sorry, but plurality means something, fucking. Ultimately, it ends up the opposite. It ends up fucking a handful of people making rules for everybody instead of everybody getting a voice. And that's, you call it mob rule, and I call it, I'm sorry, but nothing you say will make me against the power of the 51. And what I mean by that is if 51 out of 100 people want something, then that's what they should have. That if more people want something than the people that don't, they should have it. That's fucking democracy. I don't agree with the arguments of, well, we can't have mob rule and we can't have one state making laws for everybody. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't care about fucking geographical boundaries. I care about population. And I want the population to, I want the will of the population to match the fucking direction of the country. Even if I'm with the 49 that disagrees, I'm okay with it. I hate Donald Trump, but fucking we elected him. I agree that he's president. I'm not going to sit there and say he's not my president because he was fucking elected, even though I didn't fucking vote for him. But that doesn't mean we have to agree with all the shit he's doing. And worse yet, he's doing a bunch of shit that he fucking promised he wouldn't do. And you just don't seem to care. I say you because I assume that the only person that's still listening is the one person that's fucking pissed off at me for hating on Trump. They're like fucking fuming. Like, God, I can't wait to get this guy. Well, I leave my comment section open. You're welcome to type anything down there in the bottom. I don't care what you think. If you fucking still support Trump, you have nothing to offer the conversation. That isn't propaganda or a lie or bullshit. There's no argument you can have right now that fucking makes any sense to logic in my world. Fuck the police. Did you see all that bullshit? It's fucking bullshit. It's still bullshit that I had to come to near a complete stop. Out in the middle of the fucking highway because people can't merge on. It's this game. But I don't care. I'm gonna gamify it too. I'll take a shoulder if I have to. You're not gonna fucking stop me, Mr. Obstructionist. Because I think there is a guy that works at all these companies whose whole job it is to think of ways to ruin the path of the player. program fucking obstacles all the way between here and Little Rock. But I'm not buying it, Mr. Obstacle Man. Get bent, tax man. Another line from a movie. That movie was Stranger Than Fiction. Maggie Gyllenhaal said that to Will Ferrell in her bakery. Good movie. Ooh, yeah. Haven't seen any good movies lately. Nothing worth watching. I watched all, 3 or 4 seasons of that movie, or the show Hightown. And come to find out, it ends in a cliffhanger, and they're never going to make a season 5 or whatever, so... The bad guy, the main cop, was a real fucking piece of work bad guy. Never gonna get his. Never gonna see him get his. Kind of frustrates the hell out of me. Get invested in a show, never gonna be ended. That's why I usually don't watch shit like that, but I'm, getting to the point where I've watched everything. So now I'm starting to watch, just turn on Netflix. Oh, here's a new series. Let's watch this. But it's fucking incomplete. There's never been more options for our entertainment, but there's never been more access to a whole bunch of trash than now. There's a lot of garbage capitalizing fucking trash out there that just wants your bucks, and we'll get it with the right marketing campaign. Looking at you, Barbie movie. Thing made way more money than it should have. Was more of a cultural phenomenon than it should have been. Just a fucking garbage movie. But it was incredibly well marketed, and that's the secret sauce these days. You don't have to be good, you just have to be well marketed. That's fucking Taylor Swift. I'm sorry, I respect her as a human being because she spoke out about Trump and all that shit, but she's still, as far as I know, doesn't have any more talent than the pinky nail of most fucking high school. But she is well marketed and well packaged, better than anybody. That I don't know. It's just it's a product. She's a product. She is not an artist. She's a product. And to her credit, I guess, everything is these days. She's not alone in that. She's just the biggest one, everybody's a brand. Ryan Reynolds, $20 million a movie, number one heartthrob on people's heartthrob of the year, whatever. But that's not enough, to marry Blake Lively and be a superstar movie star. He's got to own a soccer team, a fucking PR company, a phone company, he's getting his. It's his brand. Fuck him. I used to like him, but isn't enough? It's one thing if you're doing like Paul Newman and you just fucking gotta make fucking salad dressing. That's my thing. I'm gonna make salad dressing. You got your one thing outside of acting. Fine. But when you're in everything, you're just a whore sponging up all of society. It's disgusting. the whole concept of having a brand once you've made any kind of fame is just destroying this country. Destroying our culture, I should say. Because not just this country, it's culture in general. Anybody that's connected online has been exposed to branding. There surely is going to be nobody listening to this by this point. After an hour of this, your head's got to go numb, and you just want to fucking... I know, I get it. I feel the same way. But there's nothing good to talk about here. There's not. I can't think of one thing in the world that is like, oh hey, that's great, that's good, that's advancement, we're going in the right direction with that thing. Name one. Everything is backwards, everything is perverted. Every like consumer protection we've ever had is being gutted. Every regulation that protected us from fucking evil corporations, gutted. You know, environmental protections all being torn down. Every diplomacy that we've ever had with every other country that said, hey, if you make a deal with us today, it's going to be honored by the next guy, gone. There's nothing left to celebrate about this country. I don't care what anybody says. 4th of July, fuck you. I'm not going to get out there and glorify what we've become. And you can call me an American hater all you want, but yes, I hate this version of America. The America I grew up fucking loving, the Statue of Liberty was something to cherish, not something to be mocked and ridiculed. The immigrants were the lifeblood of this country, not the fucking enemy. Slavery was a real thing that happened that we acknowledge and we try to move away from. Not something that fucking didn't happen and needs to be erased from fucking history books. The country I grew up in was a flawed country that aimed to do better. And that's just not what we're at now. Now we are championing the opposite direction. We have people that stand at the podium and make bona fide arguments for the fucking wrong thing, the wrong direction. We need to put people more in cages. The animals need to be stopped. The fucking saying shit like that at the podium. We're fucked. God, we're fucked. I don't know how we get around this. We're not gonna get around this, because everything that I'm saying here shouldn't be a matter of debate, but it is. It's debatable whether or not Donald Trump has a moral fucking shortcoming. It's debatable whether or not he's a criminal, or whether or not he would fuck his own daughter. That's all debatable. And to me, it's not debatable. It's common fucking sense. But here we are. So I just don't see how we get any better from any of that. I don't. We're not going to. The only people that are allowed in the room to ask him questions are the Mike Lindell pillow guy fucking reporters. And the other legitimate outlets aren't fucking reporting on the shit that he's doing like it's fucking horrible. It's just business as usual. So I don't see how we get any better. When he comes around and says, I won every state in the next election, when he says that, nobody's going to challenge him. He'll legitimately lose. Like, I mean, you think he's going to win California or New York? No, but he'll stand at the podium and say, first Republican to win California since Reagan. you know, and he's going to do it. I guarantee it. And nobody's going to challenge him on it. Boy, this really became a rant. I started out this video, it's so non-political, and then all of a sudden, boom, it exploded. Guess I got a lot to say. I haven't made videos in a while. Been down. I've been making my own video game. I talked about it a little bit in the last video. I'm not going to get into that, but that's what I've been spending all my time on. And someday I aim to release a video or a video game, and I'll probably have a video on the making of that game before I ever release it, if I get that far. But I do projects like this and get sidetracked. Something else comes along, so we'll see. But that's what I've been doing, and when I'm not here and haven't been making videos for YouTube, I've been making my own game that I intend to release upon the world at some point. Maybe. I mean, maybe and maybe not. That's why I don't want to get in too much about it right now, because, you know, I'm not making any promises that I'm going to release a game or anything like that. There's no fucking announcement, and I don't want to have people sitting around waiting and going, man, he was going to make this, but he didn't. No. And I don't want to promise anything to anybody. Responsibility is not my gig. Although I do have a little bit of responsibility in my life, I don't want to add more to it. You dig? I need a girlfriend, though. I really do. It's an epidemic, man. It really is. That I don't think I'm alone in this. I think that there's just a social isolation that I'm feeling in my later life now that I never felt early in my life. I used to, you know, be out and doing things and meeting people, and I just don't feel like I'm doing that anymore, and I'm probably not. And I guess the answer is to get out and go meet people, but where? You know, I mean, the dollar store? I don't know, I see it, I totally see a future where like only like the top 10 or 15% of the attractive and successful are having sex with actual human people, human beings, and everybody else is fucking some robot, you know? I know it sounds far-fetched, but I don't know, man. You get pretty lonely, and I just, the idea of falling in love in long distance seems far-fetched, but it happens all the time, and it's the exact same phenomenon there that would lead a person to fall in love with a robot or an AI. Your ability to make concessions for companionship. We all have that capacity. I can totally see it happening. I don't see a future for humans. I don't. Not the direction we're going, and not the way capitalism runs everything and the financial incentive toward bad. Nobody's gonna pay you to fucking protect a lake, but somebody will pay you to pollute it. It's really kind of that simple all across the way. Same with like the internet. Nobody's going to pay to make sure that we have sane, legitimate discourse in our social forums, but somebody will actually absolutely pay to pervert all that. Somebody, that wants to subvert the social discourse, there's money there. But nobody's going to pay to make sure that it stays legit. That's just not going to happen. And as long as the world is run by the dollar, and we've also, we've never had the things that we have now. I mean, everybody likes to look toward history to explain our future, but we've never had a few things that we have going on now. For one, the internet. We've never had this much information and the ability to share and communicate. It has done things that have it's given you a wider lens of information, but it's an unfiltered lens, which means you get a lot of shit in there, and that's up to you to fucking filter it out. And it's also dude, that was way too soon, and now I'm gonna have to slow down because I just know it. But also with automation and the rise of robots and technology doing jobs, we're going to see robots and AI doing every human task like in the next 50 years. That's happening all around us. And capitalism is not going to keep handing out jobs that cost money just so society can have fucking, spenders to go shopping. They're going to give those jobs to robots. Robots will be doing everything. And that's something that we've never had historically in throughout the history of man. There's always been a barter system exchange of goods for labor, labor for goods. That's going away, and it's happening all around us right now as we speak. They don't like to acknowledge it, but it's coming. It's fucking coming. So between automation and the internet, those are two things that are not in the historical model. So when you sit there and say history repeats itself and stuff, yeah, to an extent. But we're about to enter uncharted territory that doesn't have anything that we can look back to and say, oh, this is what that's going to be like. So I don't have confidence in our ability to go there as long as we worship the dollar at every corner of the universe. We're going to have to get over that. We're going to have to figure out a way to get money into the people, or they're going to die off in droves in riot and chaos and looting and food lines and exploitation, lawlessness. All that's coming if we don't get our heads around some fucking socialism. The best case scenario is probably a universal basic income, where everybody gets a little bit of money to spend, and then you go out and you buy the robot-made products from the robot-run store. You get there in the robot-driven car, and that's the future, man. It really is. But right now, universal basic income is considered socialism. Socialism is considered Marxism and some toxic fucking bad word to half of America, and Fox News is fighting to make sure that it stays that way by calling out Marxist, Democrat, socialists. And so, yeah, it's not going anywhere. We're gonna go into this thing headlong and not do anything to fucking fix it. Because we should be fixing it now. The problems are now. Entire industries are already drying up because of automation. The homeless problem that fucking people talk about. They're not out there because they want to be or as some defiance of the system. They're out there because they fell through the cracks of the system. There's nothing for them. I mean, fuck. Because everybody's getting theirs. Now, I don't want to sign this bill because I know it'll hurt people, but I'm gonna get mine, and that's what it is. It's death by a million cuts. Corporation rooms and politician offices all across this country. It's people saying, I don't want to do the horrible thing, but I'm gonna get mine. And yeah, it ends up death by 1,000 cuts. If one company raises its prices, they're not thinking societal. They're not thinking, oh, well, everybody's going to be fucked if we raise our prices. But it does become true if everybody raises their prices. It's not just one product, it's every product. People like to talk about the cost of eggs. What they don't realize is that's meant to display all products. Think about, if the cost of eggs are up this much, so is shampoo, so is toilet paper, so is gasoline, so is fucking firewood. Everything that you're buying is up. And that's what they're trying to say when they talk about eggs. So don't just get trapped into the, well, one item is more expensive. It's not. They're using that as symbolism for everything. And it's corporate greed. I don't know if I said it in this video or the last one, but it's not Trump and it's not Biden. It's corporate greed. Now, granted, Trump is definitely aligned with some corporate interests and his fucking tax rate bullshit and his big better bill fucking cuttings. He is definitely not a friend to you economically, but he's not the reason you're paying more at the grocery store. That's corporate greed. Well, to a certain extent, his tariffs also affect all that too, but those really haven't come into effect, and we're just paying for the. America in the world got used to paying a larger price for products that all got overpriced during the shortages and the supply outages that happened during COVID. Everybody got used to paying, 40% more for everything because there were shortages for all kinds of shit. And once we got used to paying it, the companies didn't fucking lower their prices once the supply chain was fixed. We just kept paying that. So we're already inflated as an economy because of that. And now you add to it just regular inflation, and it's just too much. It's all out of hand. And it's corporate greed. It really is. That's a huge fucking problem. But nobody's going to do anything about it because there is nothing left of consumer protection in this country. Trump is championing white-collar crime by telling fucking law enforcement, focus on immigration, don't worry about white-collar crime. He literally verbatim gave them that order. So it's open season on consumer right now. If you want to screw people financially, now's the time. I'm not exaggerating any of this, man. I am not. I don't exaggerate and I don't use hyperbole. When I call them fascist Nazis, I am not exaggerating. I will show you all fucking 125 historical parallels. They're running a fucking playbook. It's not a coincidence that they happen to look like Nazis. They're fucking trying to be Nazis. Can't believe that's even debatable. We have concentration camps. We have fucking the SS ICE commandos fucking raiding houses across the country. How is that not Nazi Germany in 1938? But saying that it's an exaggeration and it's hyperbole and ooh, don't say Nazi. Fuck that. They're banking on that argument, you know. They're banking on people's eyes to roll over every time somebody says fascist or Nazi. But I'm sorry, but I use accurate language. I use accurate fucking words. I don't care what other people think about that. If you're short, you're short. If you're tall, you're tall. If you're black, you're black. If you're white, you're white. I'm going to use those words. And if I see you and you look like a girl, I'm going to say her and she. And if you look like a guy, I'm going to say he and him. And if that offends you, correct me and I'll do my best to accommodate that. But fuck you if you think I mean offense to it. That shit is killing us, man. It's annoying as hell, I admit it. But why are you gonna vote for a fascist fucking pig in a Nazi regime destroying the world order just because you don't want to call a fucking girl a boy? Which I think is ridiculous too. But it's no reason to go off the political deep end, man. Use your fucking head here. That's fun. Where are we at here? I think we're in... I want to say... We're still on 80. Nebraska, maybe? Have we hit Cheyenne yet? I think we already went through Cheyenne, maybe? I don't know, I've been ranting all the way through through the dead quarter, that's what they call this, the dead quarter of the country where no population lives. I mean, geographically, they're already over the halfway point in making all the maps for this game. The geographic middle of the country, they're past it. If you look at a map, there's just small eastern states left. A lot of them, I mean, but we're already getting up on nighttime again. Seems like only minutes ago it was nighttime. Because the nighttime is the right time. California, no doubt about it. I'm in Nebraska, no doubt about it. In Nebraska. That's all I know of that song. Corn Huskers. You know what the N on the side of the Nebraska football helmet stands for? Knowledge. I don't think anybody on this planet outside of Nebraska knows this, but Nebraska is called the Cornhuskers state. They even have a football team that maybe you've heard of. They're called the Cornhuskers. Yeah, it's a real thing. The Cornhuskers. can't say husk. 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 Corn huskers. That lack of teeth, it's a little weird. I gotta develop new ways of saying things. Hey, copper. Can't catch me because the rabbit done died. I stopped at this thing and did its little cinema thing. You can see that over there. Remember driving under this too on Interstate 80 in Nebraska, which is where we are, so kudos to them for getting that right. I didn't know it was something you could stop at though. We always just drove under it. Okay, at 7:35 I need a place to sleep because it's going to be dark, so put us right at the next morning. In the city of Nebraska. In the city. Corn husker. In the city. City of Lincoln. Grand Island. Grand Island. I do know something about Grand Island, Nebraska. They have a Taco Bell there that they charged a dime more for all their shit, but man, they fucking made it fat. It was, you know, it was just fat. It's like the Taco Bell University, where they should send everybody to learn to make Taco Bell. I like Taco Bell, I don't care. It's fucking good shit. There's cows. Hi, cows. Hi, cows. You ever do that? Drive by a field of cows, honk, and then yell out the window, "Hi, cows!" They like that. Makes them feel like a part of things. They told me that. They did. Personally. Sitting there in a field one day, a cow came up to me and he's like, "You know that thing you do where you honk and you say hi, cows?" We've been talking and we like that. So I can speak for all cows. I see a truck stop up ahead that looks like it's got my name on it. I can already see it's yellowed out, which means I've been there before. And that's always a good sign. I think I'm gonna do it. It wants me to get off here anyway, so. Look at that, it's serendipitous. There's a word I can't say. Serendipitous. In Nebraska, no doubt about it. In Nebraska, come on, dude. Fuck the police. See how I do? Okay, I'm gonna go over here and park for the night. I think it's a good time to park. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. See, that's what I'm talking about. You can't turn on red in this game. This is bullshit. $700 fucking... Ah! Can't afford $700. We went over this in the last video. $700. $500. Good movie. Bubble Boy with Jake Gyllenhaal. $500. Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say, could be enough. How much gas? Gonna gas, and a gas, could gas. Gonna go over here. Don't nobody fuck with me. Right here. It's my lane. And I'm right on a blue marker on the map, so this should be a sleeping spot. Yeah. Give a look at our truck while we load our one hit for tomorrow. I should smoke a doobie. You know what? I'm gonna smoke a doobie. Doobie, doobie, doo. It's on a rare occasion that I do. But I do. A doobie. What am I hearing? Another truck? Somebody pulling up on me? Trying to roll up on me? That's a good looking truck, man. I don't care how many curbs it goes over, it's a fucking good looking truck. I like the older style trucks too, you know, like the Kenworth and the 300 model of the Peterbilt Hill. They're great looking trucks, but their dashboard is too long, their windshield is too small, and their dashboard is too old. And it's all about the comfort inside the cab. No matter how cool it looks on the road, that doesn't matter, man. What matters is how good can you see the dashboard? How good can you see outside the window? How good can you see the road in front of you? I mean, that to me is the selling point of this truck over a lot of the others. Hold on one second. I have to use my tongue to seal up this doobie that I am rolling for the next leg of our trip. Probably gonna make me cough, make me gag, make me cough and gag. Watched a girl playing she only had like a dozen or 20 something views on her video, but she was playing guitar and singing her own original song, and it was pretty good. And it wasn't bad, but about a minute into the song, fucking the dude starts coughing in the background. You can hear him coughing, and I'm like, that's a bong hit. There's no way that's not a bong hit. So I wrote in the comments, curious choice using the bong hit midway through the song, but I loved it nonetheless. She wrote back, yeah, my partner was doing bong hits. But it was just funny how I was able to like spot that in the background, that cough. That it's not a normal cough. You know a bong cough when you hear one, or a pot cough, I should say. It could have been any kind of pot. Okay, let me light this doobie. Doobie, doobie, doo. I don't need to put it on a clip just yet, but I will before this day is out. Get the flock out of here, though. This direction. Gotta watch out for cars. I've been slammed just in the side, driving along in a parking lot. Out of nowhere, fucking BAM! It has happened. Oh, that's a red light. That's a red light. I don't know why I was seeing yellow lights up ahead. And I'm not going to turn on red. I already paid a $700 fine at this intersection last night. I'm going to sit here and wait for my green arrow. to make sure that nobody pulls up alongside me. Because there's enough room there that somebody else might think, oh, I can get it. Yeah, this is some good fucking pot, man. I shop from the Medicine Man in Denver, and they get pretty good fucking weed. I just go in there and I tell them I don't want citrus or mint. Give me skunk, and they hook me up pretty good. I don't know what this flavor is called, but it's really good. I'll tell you what it's called. It is called. Wow, that's some small writing. Um, Secret snack? I don't know. The other one is called. I don't even know, man. I can't read this. I need fucking reading glasses. What I need. That's the next fucking thing to fall apart on me is my vision. But anyway, Medicine Man, Denver, Colorado, they hooked me up. It's like $75, $80 for an ounce. That's where I do my shopping. So if you're ever in Denver at the Peoria in 42nd fucking Medicine Man, there's a chance you'll run into me. That is Denver. It's right on the edge of Aurora. But I think that's Denver. Everything on. Yeah. Peoria runs through Aurora, but it edges Denver down there in the industrial area by I-70. All of this will only make sense to people that, you know, know the Denver metro area there. It's a secret language that we all share. Oh, this is good pot, man. This is good fucking pot. Do you hear that? That's my skull. I just had that on the background the other day when I was doing my game, because when I'm coding and stuff, I tend to just play Netflix series or what movies in the background. That was one I had played. It helps when I've already seen the movie, you know, like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, I know everything about that movie, so what is going on here? A fucking turn lane in the middle of the highway. That's weird. You can tell we're getting closer to fucking Arkansas when it's doing shit like that. I don't even know what I was talking about. Shit, man, it wasn't important, or I'd remember it. That's the side effect of smoking pot. That's why. That's not a side effect. That's the effect that you're looking for. Your day was shitty. Smoke some pot. Okay, I'm gonna back this dude off. Fuck you. Get off me. Challenging my authority. So there's a wait station coming up here, and you know they're gonna get me. They're like, that trucker is smoking pot. Drug test him. Gonna get my CDL. Gonna take my CDL. Way station next right. You can't be serious. I am serious. Don't call me Shirley. I'll stop at your so-called way station. Your so-called rules and regulations. And your so-called scale and so-called stop sign. Can you give it to me? Gave it to me. 75,617. That's right, 75,000 pounds. Swinging dick. Alright, truck. You know I'm gonna have to pass you here in a second. You just know it. Clay Center. I've always been wondering where Clay kept his center, and Beloy. Words like that, the O-I-T, they're not pronounced right. It's fucking French. That's a fucked up billboard. What happened to that thing? Must be in Arkansas. Or it could be Kansas. Maybe it was Utah. Anyway, I'm just gonna smoke my pot and enjoy my last day of driving here. Because I'm probably gonna call it a night, get some sleep. It's like 7 in the morning right now, and I'm still awake from yesterday. Smoking pot. And this just puts all those rules to rest, you know, the driving rules, you know, that say, hey, you can't smoke pot and you need to do it on X amount of rest. Well, they should watch my video here. I'm doing just fine. I mean, I've only ran over a couple curbs and sideswiped a few things in, what, 1 ticket? Doing great. This is great driving. I'm a driver. I'm a winner. Things are gonna change. I can feel it. That's the Butthole Surfers. Jerry was a race car driver. No, wait, no. Jerry was a race car driver. It's Primus. Butthole Surfers. They did. I'm a driver, I'm a winner. What was that song? What was that song? I don't know. I do know that Jerry was a race car driver. That's Primus. And the other song is Butthole Surfers, but I don't remember any other part of the song other than I'm a driver, I'm a winner. It's like something like down. Yeah, that's it. It's I don't even know what they're singing through all that. But that's what it sounds. That song. I don't know. I'm slowing down. This doobie's taking its effect. It's like halfway gone already. I'm doing 65 and a 75, and I have no control over that. Emporia. That's Kansas. I'm pretty sure that's Kansas. So that tells where we're at now. That road goes to Emporia. Think about the amount of fucking dollars that went into the actual infrastructure of all these highway overpasses, signs, roads, all of it. It's an incredible fucking engineering feat. It really is, the U.S. highway system. And there are other places in the world that have modeled after this, and we're modeled after the Autobahn, of course, but I don't see this being replicated really anywhere in the world yet. You know, that in smaller scales, like countries like Japan, they have an extensive highway system all over it, but think about how much actual area that covers, and it's nothing compared to the amount of area that, you know, the United States covers. And I'm not like trying to get into a tit for tat of, oh, we're better because we're bigger, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about all that. I'm just saying objectively, there's a lot more interstate in the United States than there is Japan, just by virtue of there being a lot more land in the United States than there is Japan. This looks like we're coming into Arkansas here, because I remember these high-rise fucking raised roads going over swamps and shit all in the east of Arkansas and the west of Arkansas. Like from Little Rock down to Texarkana was nothing but like elevated road going over swamp and shit, it seemed like. And yeah, Arkansas's got a lot of swampy area, it seems. At least that's just how I remember it. Could just be the stretch I went on. I don't know. I'm not going to blanket throw Arkansas under the bus and say that, hey, it's all a swamp. But they are run by Sarah Huckabee Sanders right now, so fucking maybe a swamp isn't too far off. Are you kidding me? It's one of these kind of things. Go! Do I need to get back on the road? Where do I need to go here? Okay, follow this truck. This slow-ass car. I'm a driver. I'm a winner. truck over right in front of me? Didn't think so. Get a real truck, brah. Real truck. Well, judging by the yellow on the map, we've been this way before, or I have. The toll. I don't need to get off here. It's taking its toll on me, man. I already paid $700 for a traffic ticket. And now I paid $2 for that last stretch of road. Fuck that. It's Arkansas. I'm not going to pay for Arkansas. Actually, I think this is Kansas. They're the ones that do all the toll road bullshit. Pretty sure it's Kansas still. Way station gonna get me. I just did one of those too. They're like, no, you're making too good a time. You need a way station. Hey, talk shit about them and they let you go. It works every time. I swear they're tuning into my headset. They're like, listen for keywords, way station sucks. And if they hear that, they let you pass. Looks like I've already been in there before. There's a good doobie, man. I smoked the whole thing down, didn't gag once. That's because I control my hit. That's what I like about doobies is you can control your hit. You don't have to take too big of a hit. Doobies are where it's at. Except, I don't really have a complaint about doobies. They eat up the pot. This is a rare treat, me smoking a doobie. I don't smoke too many of them by myself because it just eats up the pot. But sometimes I feel like a little special occasion in me and a little bit of, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So I try to keep a pack of zigzags around in case the urge arises. I gotta get a drink here. Looks like an exchange coming up here. I want some of the dinosaur chicken nuggets, man. That's what I'm gonna have when I deliver this load. I'm gonna go upstairs and make some fucking dinosaur chicken nuggets. Be the adolescent that I am. It's just that they're cheap, man. They got the regular chicken nuggets like $5-6 a bag. These were $1 cheaper, you know. It's the same thing, just they're shaped like dinosaurs. So fuck it. My mouth doesn't know that it's eating a fucking shaped dinosaur. It says, chicken nugget. That's all it says. I'm trying to put this doobie out while I'm going around this corner here. Well, that's just weird. But gas station in the middle of the road. Weird. That sounds like something they would do on Interstate 70. I think that's what we're on right now. Nope. We're on whatever this is. 44? Is that a big fucking road? Never heard of it. Never heard anybody say, I'm going to go out and cruise on Interstate 44. But I also think that, like, Missouri and Kansas, they're pretty much like the dead parts of the country. Backwards. Really fucking backwards. Missouri especially, it's hillbilly Ozarkville, man. What are you doing? Why are you slowing down? Is this the same fucking car? Whoa, slow down. Now I gotta deal with that car again. Can't get around it, man. Can't get around it. They fuck you at the drive-thru. They know you're gonna be 5 miles away, and they fuck you. Trying to open a pack of cigarettes while I make this corner. It's not easy. The cellophane, to do it with one hand while you're tapping, stay between the lanes. See, what city is this? What worthless fucking place is this? Car cuts in front of me and immediately slows it down. Tulsa. This isn't Oklahoma. This is Tulsa, Kansas, I think. This can't be Oklahoma, is it? We're not in Oklahoma already, are we? We are! What the hell? Yeah, that's why everything got all backwards. Fucking Oklahoma. That makes more sense. Stupid interstates with the fucking rest area in the middle. That doesn't make sense. Only in Oklahoma. I'm still bitter because I'm a Denver Nuggets fan, and the Oklahoma City Thunder, they ended the Nuggets season this last year. So I'm not happy with Oklahoma. Fuck Oklahoma. Why would anybody want to live there? If I was like a basketball player, I'd be like, no! I'm not signing with them. Oklahoma. Can't you give me Florida or Texas? I mean, if you really want to fucking torture me. How about Cleveland? Surely something in Cleveland. But look at everything that I'm seeing right now. It's all fucking backwards. This is just weird. The highway right down in the middle of a fucking shopping center. Mingo Road. What does that make me think of? Well, there was Gene Mingo, who was a Bronco. He's on the Ring of Fame. But I also think of Mongo, who was the big sidekick helper in Blazing Saddles. say Mingo, I say Mongo. Mingo, Mongo. Let's call the whole thing off. Still doing 55. I could be doing 65 right now. Nobody told me. Shit. Mingo, Mongo. Muskegee and Chattanooga. Some weird ass shit. We're not quite down to fucking Louisiana, so I don't know why you're getting all French Canadian on me. Or French Cajun, whatever. French Canadian. Nowhere near Canada. Chateau Prior. That's a stupid word. Chateau? Why would you name your place that? You have to spell that forever now. Yeah, this looks like Missouri. These limestone walls. I think it is. I think it is. We've just entered Missouri. I bet there'll be a way station coming up. I want to look at the map to verify how right I am. Oh, Missouri's right in front of us. We are not there yet. But I guarantee this part of the road was added in the expansion for Arkansas. I'm not even going into Missouri. But this road was not open until the Arkansas expansion came out. So all of this was built with the expansion map. You don't see these rockside behaviors until you start getting into Missouri and Arkansas. It's all limestone. I remember taking a shower at a hotel in Columbia, Missouri, and it's like the water just runs right off you because it's so slick. And I don't know if you know what slick water is, but it's a different kind of water because it's all run through that limestone, and it's just slick. It's weird. It's hard to explain it. I don't think I'm off in that. I'm certain there is some kind of effect there. I don't remember what it is. It's like hard water and soft water. Like hard water goes through hard rocks and bedrock and stuff like that, and soft water goes through soft rocks, and it leaves like there's like a film to the water that I don't know. I can't explain it. I just know it was there. I noticed it in the middle of Missouri at that shower. The water is slick and it just slides off you. Just enjoying my cigarette, ignoring the fucking traffic as it pulls away, doing the speed limit that I'm not. Still got 3 hours worth of driving, so a needle pulling thread. Yeah, you can tell I'm burning out. I don't have a whole lot to say at this point. Just gonna clean up these last 3 hours, 167 miles. My voice is getting scratchy from all this smoking. Getting hungry. Want to the dinosaur chicken nuggets. I don't have anything to say about Arkansas that's nice. Nope, nothing in here that's worth a damn. I think this is Fayetteville, Arkansas, I think is the headquarters for Walmart. So that's where all that fucking nastiness started. Dude, I could have totally fucking made it, but you made me stop. What is that, Waffletopia? I want Waffletopia. I bet you can get some chicken waffles too. It's fucking Arkansas. Everything's a chicken waffle. But sir, I ordered a hamburger. Well, you're in Arkansas. You're getting a chicken waffle. That laugh is paraphrasing. I didn't laugh. Oh man. Fucking lights, camera, sit there. I can't do my takeoff now because car's in the way. A little bit of curb back there, not bad. So if you're listening to this and you're a single dysfunctional woman, you know, like above 40, I'd say, hit me, drop me a line down there in the chat or whatever, and I don't know. I need me some dysfunction in my life. No, that's not true. I don't want that. But I do want companionship, man. I just, it's always been like the double-edged sword of my life, you know, that I want family and kids, but I know that if I ever had them, I don't know that I would change enough to accommodate them, and it's probably a lot better off that I have never had them. I'm ideological and stubborn and set in my ways. I believe certain things and nobody will change my mind about them. These guys really want to fucking slow me down. I can see it coming right now. I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it. I can see it. Because my truck has got balls. This guy can't handle fucking plywood. Whatever he's carrying. It's like a bunch of IKEA. No, that's prefab. That's somebody's little office building waiting to go up. New little dental clinic at a strip mall. But his truck can't handle the truth. So he gets eaten by the truck that can. I think I can. Van Buren, Fort Smith. We're going to another fort. Just another place to keep them Indians at bay. That's pretty much the reason for most of the forts in the western half of the United States. We're to deal with the natives. And the Spanish a bit. But mostly Indians. I mean, like there's a fort at the base of the San Francisco Bridge that was the Golden Gate Bridge. That was not put there for Indians. A lot of the forts in the east, you know, were put there for the Civil War. Just whenever you go through a town in America that is named Fort something, historically it goes back to some kind of military fort used to protect against somebody. The old castle system that England had adopted here in America. And I get down on all that shit. I talk negatively, you know, I got a pejorative tone in my voice from all that because it's the military, and I don't respect the military. I think that fucking people have used military and patriotism and all of that for their own fucking nefarious means. And my evidence of that is in the math of what we spend on the military and the results of what we get done with military. That we're spending almost $1 trillion a year on military. We are spending 47% of the entire world's combined military budget spent by one country, and that's the United States. And at the same time, we've got commercials running telling us to donate because soldiers need fucking care that they're not getting from the #1 fucking funded military in the world. I'm sick of patriotism. So much shit gets done in the name of fucking military. You know, military contractors, they're the ones that perpetuate the endless wars. They're the ones that fucking guarantee that America keeps selling fucking weapons to Israel. It's fuck the military. You know, I want to defend this country, but fucking not that way. It's the same way I feel about police. It's like these are not bad concepts, they're just perverted. You know, people have took the army and the military and made it into a fascist bootleg. And fucking people have taken the police and fighting crime and turned it into a fucking us versus them, everybody's an enemy, fucking shoot first, ask question later, fucking bullshit. They're good institutions that have been entirely perverted. I'm not against the army and I'm not against the police. I am just saying that we have corrupted them. It's fucking a broken country, man. We really are. And you're not going to know it because, Starbucks is going to stay open. But I think America is over and we're a different country now. And I don't know. 19 miles from home here. Not that Little Rock is my home. There was no indication that my speed was supposed to go down there. It just happened. I saw the guy in front of me slow down, and I saw the marker over here be 60. Does this lane end? It does. But I think I still want it. Oh, and there's a film place down here too. You know what that means? Road trip. Where's this camera at? Over there? Come on, camera. Alright, let's see what's going on in fucking wherever we are. Little Rock, Arkansas? They're gonna show us a graffiti building? Oh, the cute foxes! It's foxes! I thought it was garbage, but it's cute foxes! Feigned enthusiasm. This must be where the Little Rock fucking team plays. You know, that well-known Little Rock fucking sports team. Why do I hear a helicopter? Okay, not impressed, Little Rock. Oh, hey, there's a bridge. Look at that. It's a bridge. And water. Wonder what river that is. Probably like the Arkansas. I don't know. I bet it is the Arkansas. Boy, it got wide from its time in Colorado. It ain't shit in Colorado. Oh, look at that. That's a drawbridge. A drawbridge. Oh, it's a pedestrian bridge. Pedestrians, they go up to the ladder and then they go across the top. I see. Cars don't actually use that thing. But that's so they can get big boats in? Where are we at here? Is it going to show the river that we're on? I don't know. I don't know. It's a mystery. I think it's Arkansas, though. I do. I mean, we're in Arkansas. Why wouldn't it be the Arkansas River? Well, cool. I saw the Arkansas camera thing. And I got a recruitment agency unlocked, so there's that. I'm going. camera straight. I'm gonna stop. I have to stop. And listen to turn signal. It's my unique brand of torture. Hey, shorter college. You know, not for the taller people. People don't know that, but shorter college literally means short people. Why is there a helicopter around here? Good cornering. Pro, man. Pro. Dream burger. Another helicopter? This is the helicopter capital of America? Little Rock, a lot of helicopter. This looks like my kind of street, man. The Dumpling Palace, the Tasty Tofu, a Waffle-topia. I think that's supposed to be an Applebee's. Nope. It's a hotel of some sort. Taco place, that's right over there. That's where I'd be going. Taco Heaven. We're going right to the Little Rock fucking sign on the map. Which, if you ask Donald Trump, that's really there, man. It's printed on the ground. Rockport Taylor. Okay, open sesame. The fuck? What in the shit, really? Do I have to stop on the fucking... Oh, security check. Go fuck yourself. Is there anybody in here gonna drive into me? Alright, man. That was the long trip from, what, Port Angeles, Washington, all the way to Little Rock, Arkansas. About as far as you can go on this map. I mean, really was. On the legit map, it's about the longest trip you could make. 2,300 miles. Seemed like it was more than that. Anyway, that's pretty good. Let's look at what we got going with stats. And I was filling up the high cargo because I want to just keep going with that. Specialize before I start branching out into the other things there. And that's pretty much going to do it, man. Yeah, I don't know how much more I need to record to make a video, but it's been a video. Eat your chicken nuggets because they're good, and stop all the fascism. Why don't you? Have a good one. Peace and soul.